I've brought in some of my little homemade bickies.
You're quite camp, aren't you, Colin?
I don't think homemade biscuit isn't camp.
They've got faces on.
I suppose it is quite camp.
Coroner's reports. Is that the one where the old bloke died trying to eat his hat?
No, massive heart attack. Never hear of anyone having an enormous heart attack, do you?
Enormous heart attack.
Or gigantic heart attack.
Gigantic heart attack. Enormous?
My nose has started pointing to the right.
Yes, but we all have body parts that point to one side in their relaxed state.
Well, it never used to point. I mean, it should go straight down the middle.
Noses don't suddenly... Oh, yes! It sort of lurches to one side, doesn't it?
Maybe it's trying to escape from your face.
Could you cast an eye over the Slough Home Improvement folder? I'm still concerned about how Bollows are processing inter-office billings.
Yeah. I thought Mike had had a word with Penny Treese.
The paperwork for the Thompson conveyancing still hasn't come through.
It's getting ridiculous. And now Dickinson's have resubmitted their application. There's some query again as to whether the council's got an up-to-date draft.
I really think this warrants you bringing this up at the next CC Liaison Committee meeting.
Yes, I think I will, actually. Should we go to a hotel and have sex?
Oh, yes. That'd be jolly.
No, I suppose we'd better wait till tonight.
I thought I might get out the borrowers on video.
Oh. Well, what about the tiny people who live behind the skirting boards?
Yes. I used to want to be one.
OK, I think I've got a frozen pizza somewhere.
Great.
Would there be a mice problem?
What?
Living behind a skirting board. That's where mice live.
Yes, it is. But I'm sure we could sort it out.
Absolutely.
Another Vicky Bob.
Oh, thank you.
You like musicals, don't you, Colin?
Oh, yes.
And you've never got very far with women?
Well, had my disappointments.
Basically, you're gay, aren't you?
No.
Women don't fancy you because they sense you're more interested in men.
Yeah, but blokes fancy lesbians, don't they?
You don't want to sleep with them, though, do you? You just want to watch them all oiled up, slithering over other lesbians.
Yes, it's true.
Right.
Hello, Bob.
Sarah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, nothing much changes round here. Post, chairs, tea, people, carpet, law, car park. Better cut in, I don't know what I'm saying.
Thanks again for doing the conveyancing on my flat. I asked around and £12 was amazing value.
Oh, well, you know.
I'd like to make a will.
Why, are you poorly?
Oh, no, just... Which one of you should I see about that?
Me?
OK. Should we make an appointment?
Yes, lovely. That's... How about in about 10 minutes?
See you then.
Thank you.
You know, my boyfriend Steve gives us lots of conveyancing work.
Why else do you think we keep you on? For your typing? Dead Sir. Dear Heir. Yours sincerely.
I get bored.
We all do. There have to be bad things for us to appreciate the good things. That's why there's death and disease and Melvin Bragg and tight shoes.
Anyway, I was thinking, and I should get commission on every client that Steve introduces to us.
Why?
Well, I need the money.
I would much rather give you more money for improving your attitude to your work.
What's wrong with my attitude?
Well, when answering the phone, instead of Lotus, Spackman and Phelps, you often say local spack and fish.
I forget the names.
Yesterday you hid Colin's coat.
Didn't know he'd panic like that.
What is holding you back from being a better member of staff?
I don't know. Pride? So what about the money?
I'll have a think.
Thanks.
Colin,
Yes.
I don't know whether you overheard, but I'm shortly to be taking a young lady through a will. I was wondering how the hell you do it. I've never actually done one.
I do the wills, Bob. It's my special area.
I know, but this is rather an exceptional case.
It's what I do best, Bob.
Sarah and I.
I'm the wills guy.
Shut up, Colin. Sorry.
Well, the phrase last will and testament derives from the original division between the will, which related to land, and testament, which related to all other property.
I've only got 7 minutes.
Sorry. What are we doing?
Oh, let's just forget it, shall we?
I'm sorry, Bob. I'm a bit distracted about what Alison said earlier.
About your feet.
What did she say about my feet?
Nothing.
No. About being gay. Well, maybe she's right. Maybe I just haven't noticed.
Well, do you like other men?
Yes. If they're nice.
Okay, right. And if they're nice, do you... I mean, do you feel... Do you want... I think maybe talk to Darren. So, very wise to get yourself a will. You'll have to go to the scary solicitor in the sky at some point. Check in with Big Brian. And there's nothing more annoying than not having the paperwork in order.
No.
Okie dokie. So, we always start by asking, do you have any furniture you'd like to leave to anybody?
Furniture?
Or other large items?
I know you're great with property, but are you used to doing wills?
Wills? God, yes. God, yes.
So it's actually quite a complicated situation, because I've got a small trust fund set up for me.
A big folder. I used to be rather obsessed by you.
Well, I did wonder, but you're okay now.
Oh, yes. Actually, I spend quite a lot of time with Stella.
The lager?
No, the solicitor. My boss. I get ribbed about it in the office, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Teacher's pet, that kind of thing. How's your bird, scab? We've both been through rather a rough patch in recent years. Now we cling to each other like survivors. Rather like Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet at the end of the Titanic, only transposed to a small solicitor's in Hounslow. It's dry here, of course.
Should we get on?
How about you? You making love to anybody?
No.
No. Probably wise. Who needs the hassle?
Apparently, I need a codicil, exempting me from a grey form or something, and providing for revision in the event of co-trusteeship.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you don't know what you're doing, do you?
No.
Who do I need to speak to?
Colin.
Colin.
Hi, Darren.
Hi. bending my does back.
Oh, fine. What?
My does. I'm dipping the bending in the dub.
Yeah. Bob suggested that I have a word with you about my sexuality.
Why be?
Sorry?
Why me?
Why you? Well, you're very open about sexual matters.
Yes, I am.
You like sharing your thoughts about girls and what they're thinking, especially about sexy things.
Yes, I do. You start.
Well, I've been thinking. I suppose I do quite like seeing men without any clothes on. Do you, Darren?
Not particularly.
How long do you have to leave the rubber bands on?
As long as it takes.
Do you want a hand?
Yeah, cheers. Good. Bring this one down. That's it. Cheers, Col.
You're welcome. Anyway, so, to me, it's not that I'm not discerning, but I think I find everyone sexually attractive. What do you think?
What?
I've had Rex Simpkinson on the phone about his boundary dispute. Apparently 3 sheep have wandered onto his ransom strip.
Really? Shall I go and flirt with him about it?
Is there anything...
I see you're branching out into wills.
Yes, well, I think it's important to have a working knowledge in all areas.
You weren't quite as quick to help the Drabble sisters when they redrafted their will. I don't recall you rushing up to Peter's Meet to do his mother's probate.
There's no need to be jealous.
Oh, that's completely absurd. 3 sheep?
3 sheep, yes.
Right, well, I'll phone Rex and tell him to sit tight.
Right, Herb.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you decided?
Yes. I'm sorry, Alison, but paying you commission would establish a precedent. Everyone would be trying to go out with estate agents, unlikely as that sounds.
It's really annoying of you.
Your boyfriend recommends us because we do a good job, not because you sleep together and both believe in extending the death penalty to burglars.
I know this firm needs the business.
No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry, but if you don't agree to give me more money by the end of the day, I'm going to have to leave.
Good.
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 Bad. Very bad. Well, would it worry you if you were gay? You'd have to dress better, of course.
I suppose I just never thought I was. It's like someone suddenly telling you you're from Luxembourg.
So, what makes you think you're from Luxembourg?
I'm not very successful with women.
Do you know why?
They often find me,
Slow talking? Hiding in a cupboard under the stairs?
a bit unmacho. I'm actually quite frightened of large breasts.
Well, I think we all are. Now, have you ever had a homosexual relationship?
A male friend and I used to rub each other down.
Is that sandpaper?
Towel after football.
Oh, and did that feel good?
Yes. Mind you, it was a very nice towel.
Well, listen, I think at the most we are talking about the fear of women combined with a mild case of bisexuality.
Oh, great. So your advice is?
Well, be confident and bold with women and occasionally go out with a bloke.
Okay. Thanks. Right, do you fancy a beer tonight, Alison? Maybe bring a chick friend along?
Get lost, Colin.
Okay.
going to do about Alison? It'd be hard to survive without Steve's business. Bastard estate agents. It's the only real triumph of Soviet communism, wasn't it? For 75 years, there wasn't an estate agent in the whole country. I think Alison needs the office more than she lets on. It's like therapy for her. Where else can she go where she can abuse everyone, mistype some letters, eat buns, and chit-chat about who's killed who in Brookside? I'm sorry if I seemed a bit edgy in my office. I've just been starting to feel that something nice was happening between us.
Jealousy is very important in a relationship.
I didn't actually say I was jealous.
Sarah's a very attractive woman.
She's half your age.
Sorry, did you just say half my age?
Oh, so would you prefer to go out with her than me? Dare you say,
So we'll have our first row then, is that it?
Okay.
All right, well, all right, yes, I'd love to go out with Sarah. I love the way she says, hello, Bob. The way her knees poke out from under her skirt.
Mine poke out from under my skirt.
I'm sorry, but I'd sleep with her here. Right now, right here on the floor. After a bit of a vacuum, obviously.
Right. Well, I'm going back to the office. Excuse me.
This is you storming out, is it?
Yes. You finish your lunch, you storm out.
My pleasure.
You okay?
Yes.
Fine, so that covers the main provisions. You'll contact the named executors to check that they're willing to act, and I'm assuming you have no children.
Unless I was in a coma when I had them.
A coma, oh yes. I love Italy.
No. Coma. A coma.
Oh, I see! Ah! Going mad!
I don't suppose there are many laughs to be had doing wills.
No, none. You used to deliver baps to our office, didn't you?
Yes, but I've moved on since then.
Uh-huh. Cakes?
No, I'm halfway through a course in speech therapy.
Ah, around the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran.
Exactly.
Me, ma, moo.
Yes.
Well, my ambition's still to be a criminal lawyer, standing up in court, defending society's underdogs. He didn't do it. I'm sorry, I think he did. Give him a chance, my lad. OK, you persuaded me. That kind of a thing.
Sorry, there's someone outside with sellotape over his nose.
Yep, that's Darren.
Did you see Hollyoaks last night?
Yes, I really like the bit when the secretary was injected with poison by the legal executive called Bob.
Doesn't really work when you try to be funny, does it?
Yeah, the Hollyoaks by microwave.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah, the Hollyoaks by microwave.
Alison, you want to play tough? Now it's my turn. If you carry out your threat to leave, I'll tell Steve about everyone you've slept with since you've been going out with him.
I haven't slept with anyone.
Well, off the top of my head, I can think of Terry from Hawk and Bollow, the temporary postman, horrible Neil.
I didn't. How do you know about Neil?
I didn't, but I do now.
Alice, it's on properly.
No. Sit down. Turn around. That's better.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper.
Good.
I'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye, Bob.
I think we're all slightly bisexual, though, aren't we? Frankie Howard. He turned out to be gay, didn't he?
Yes, no, don't.
Elton John. J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, well, I'm straight.
Apart from your nose.
So how are you and Stella getting on?
Fine.
Sarah's lovely, isn't she?
Yes. Yes, she is.
If you had to choose, which...
I don't know.
No, I was going to say which of the two girls in ABBA would you go for? Nobody talks about them much anymore, do they? Now, that can't be easy, coping with that sudden anonymity. Have I crossed into Wittering?
So, I've decided you can leave.
Leave.
Yes.
So leave.
Yes.
It's good, actually.
Mm-hmm. So what will you do out there?
I don't know. Take some time off.
Oh, yes. I know you always wanted to go and swim with the dolphins.
No, that was Colin. I wanted to drown people.
Who swim with the dolphins, yes. Slightly different approach. OK, well, keep in touch.
I'll stay if you buy me a nicer desk chair.
OK, fine.
Great, thanks.
Right. Bob. Bob! Oh. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Look, I just remembered I've got some ice cream in the freezer as well, if you fancy later.
Oh, lovely. I'll come over and eat it.
Excellent.
It was such a shock seeing Sarah. I knew she was never going to go out with me, but you build your hopes, you know.
I was the same over Harrison Ford for many years.
I'll phone through if he comes in wanting to do a will.
Oh, would you? Thanks.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Thanks.
Are you doing anything tonight?
I'm not, actually.
Do you fancy a drink?
Yeah, great.
OK, well, I'll call you later.
Great.
Great.
Hello, Bob.
I think this will do it. What do you reckon?